It's time for Winner Picks Dinner.
Disney Monorail Edition.
Hey there, Mam Fam. It is time for another episode of Winner Picks Dinner.
This is the series where we have a progressive dinner, and each round is decided by a competitive game of rock, paper, scissors.
And today, we are at the Disney Monorail Resorts.
Let's go. Before we get into the game, let's go over the rules. Today we are playing at the Magic Kingdom Monorail Resorts, which includes Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Disney's Contemporary Resort, and Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. We will be having a 5-course meal. Those courses are drinks, appetizers, entrees, dessert, and more drinks. Any of the lounges, restaurants, and dining locations are in play for this game. However, note we don't have any kinds of reservations, so it's likely sit-downs will be off the table, pun intended. But once we've gone to a location, that restaurant or lounge is eliminated. For example, we can't go get our first round of drinks at Enchanted Rose and then stick around there for appetizers. So some strategy and knowledge of the menus is key to having the best meal possible. Round 1, drinks. I feel like today is my day. I feel lucky. I've got some favorites on the monorail line.
Yeah.
I usually lose, but today could change that.
Ready?
Ready.
On shoot.
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I'm very excited because drinks were one of the most important rounds because there are lots of great lounges on the monorail line, but a lot of those lounges also serve really good food. So whether you go there for drinks or apps or entrees or dessert even, that is the question. So where we're not going, first of all, we're not going to Steakhouse 71 Lounge. Their cocktails are amazing over at the Contemporary, but I'm hopefully saving them for something else. We are not going to Tambu Lounge at the Polynesian. Tropical style drinks aren't my favorite to begin with, but also, fingers crossed, we're gonna eat there at some point. I don't want to risk going over to the Contemporary to try and get into the California Grill Lounge because while that view is amazing and their cocktails are great, it would be a risk to go all the way over there, and then there's only like 10 bar stool seats that are first come first serve, and we're probably not going to make that because you got to get there early. We're also not, on that same vein, going to try to get into Trader Sam's at the Polynesian Village right now because people sign up for those lounge seats like hours in advance, but that's all okay because we are at the Grand Floridian. It's where we kicked this bad boy off, and we're not going anywhere because we're headed upstairs to Enchanted Rose. Welcome in, friends, to the beautiful lobby of the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. This is long known as Disney's swankiest, fanciest, bougiest, most expensive resort on property. It is so gorgeous coming in here, and it feels like I'm in a dream or that episode of Full House. Speaking of that episode of Full House, I would like at this time to formally apologize and retract a statement I said in our Grand Floridian staycation video. I mentioned that I think of that piano and Jesse Katsopoulos playing the song Forever when his beautiful wife, Rebecca, was mad at him. But I misspoke because while Forever is the most famous of the Jesse and the Ripper song, in that moment he's singing For the Times.
For the times we're apart, here's a kiss.
So to John Stamos specifically, I'm so sorry. Anyway, we are headed to the second level of the lobby to visit Enchanted Rose. Now this was originally called Meisner's and it was themed after like a gentleman's smoking lounge, but several years ago at this point they rethemed it to Beauty and the Beast, the live action movie. But what I love about it, besides the fabulous cocktails and very delicious appetizers, because they share a kitchen with signature restaurant Citrico's, I love that it's Beauty and the Beast themed, but very subtly. You're going to see rose decorations. The chandelier is supposed to remind you of Belle's yellow ball gown. If you look closely on the shelves, you might see some of the characters, but it's like a very subtle nod to Beauty and the Beast, and it definitely lets me know I'm in Disney World, but it's not over the top and still feels very elegant and Grand Floridian. The Enchanted Rose, one of my favorite places to grab a cocktail in Walt Disney World. They have a lot of signature beverages exclusive to this bar, and then they also have their Grand Classics, which is the Grand's take on classic cocktails like a Manhattan or the Cosmo, which is my personal favorite. And then, of course, they've also got an expansive wine and beer selection. During part of their operating hours, they also serve some munchies from the Citrico's kitchen, including the croquettes, flatbread, caviar, cheese board, etc. All delicious.
All right, our beverages have arrived. Molly has picked up the seasonal old fashioned, which this time is made with a homemade vanilla bean syrup, and I have gotten the classic Boulevardier.
Cheers. delicious as always. I do think they make one of the best old fashions on property. They have a classic, but they also do a seasonal that they rotate out. Last time it was cranberry, which is a little sweeter. This one is just slightly sweeter than a classic old fashioned. You can definitely taste the house-made vanilla, which hits you with some sweetness, but then it's followed by that kind of burny bourbon sensation. Custom ice cube right there with the GF. It's kind of almost tropical with this decor. An amazing old fashioned. We had to switch seats because Alan looked like he was trying to remain anonymous. You just needed the voice changer.
Yeah. All right, now I'm having the Boulevardier, which is made with bourbon, Campari, Carpano, and sweet vermouth. Just gonna get the garnish out of the way here. Oh, wow, that's really good. Your first hit with the bourbon, which is lightly sweet, and then immediately you get the Campari Carpano, which is a little bit of bitter flavor that sort of coats the tongue, followed by the sweet finish of the sweet vermouth. This is a classic cocktail. It feels a little bit heavier in terms of like the amount of liquor that you're consuming, but one of my favorites. What an angle.
Wow.
Yeah, look at us.
Love Enchanted Rose. There's something so beautiful and luxurious about enjoying a really nice cocktail and then having the piano player come out and play some Disney music. I wish the band was still here. But one of my favorite places and walking distance from Magic Kingdom. So a great place to decompress if you need a little break in your park day.
Also, we didn't get them, but they do have incredible food at the Enchanted Rose. The croquettes, the truffle fries.
Cheese board. Definitely delicious.
But we're moving on to apps now. And Enchanted Rose is out.
Yeah, I gotta think.
Shall we?
Okay, I have an idea if I win.
Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That was my win. Nachos. That's a hint. That's a hint about what we're gonna get. Okay. Obviously, I've already come up with an idea of where we're gonna go, but let's talk about some of the other ideas to get appetizers. Again, Enchanted Rose, delicious food. Also, Steakhouse 71, their lounge has some good bites as well, but also hoping to go there later. I have a particular idea in mind. Tambu Lounge at Polynesian, same thing. They have some good appetizers, like you can get the Ohana wings and pot stickers there, or the nudes. That's a very good idea. Am I gonna change my mind? No. Hoping that my win streak continues. You could also, again, if you get lucky, go up to California Grill and get some of their appetizers. Here at the Grand Floridian, you could go over to Gasparilla Grill, which is the quick service restaurant, and do like their flatbread, which is actually pretty good, and use that as an appetizer. But we instead are gonna head over to the Polynesian Resort because we're gonna go to their quick service restaurant, Captain Cook's, to get one of my favorite Disney foods that I have not had in a while, so I'm very excited. Made it to the Polynesian. Now, am I wrong, or did that take a lot longer than it normally takes to get between those two resorts?
It did. It's almost like it's an entirely different day.
Huh. Anyway, nachos?
Nachos. Disney's Polynesian Resort is an opening day deluxe resort that just so happens to be my favorite because I just love the beautiful island and Polynesian themes throughout, and the fact that they have a beautiful beach that looks upon Cinderella Castle. It really is just so stunningly beautiful here.
Headed to go pick up our mobile order from Captain Cook's. This is the quick service restaurant here at the Polynesian. And honestly, it's one of my favorites because they do a lot of classic quick service food like macaroni and cheese and burgers and pizzas, but they also do like a Polynesian twist on a lot of the food. So they've got like coconut meatballs, the Polynesian nachos that we're getting, a zhuzhed up burger. So it's actually very delicious, an A+ quick service restaurant. Here they are, the most scrumdiddlyumptious nachos, the pulled pork nachos. So one thing that's special about these is they're not on tortilla chips. They're on house-made kettle chips and house-made wonton chips. Loaded high on there, you've got a lovely cheese sauce, spicy mayonnaise, pico de gallo, pineapple salsa, and pulled pork. Yum. Something's gone terribly wrong.
We're good.
Had my order number already though.
At the ready. Nachos.
I'm so excited.
Here we go.
Delicious pork.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, chip, crispy, pork, seasoned so well. It's that like pineapple citrusy pork.
It reminds me if you've been to Food and Wine and you've gotten the pulled pork slider from the Hawaii booth.
Yes.
One of my festival faves. That's the style of pork, that really Kahlua pork that's just so moist and delicious.
Garnish with the pineapple salsa and the cheese on top.
Pineapple's not my favorite fruit, but I actually love it here because the sweetness helps break up kind of the hardiness of the meat and the heaviness of the cheese and the saltiness of the chip. And then you've also got the fresh pico. It's so delicious. Perfect lunch or shareable.
Yep.
Sorry we're so backlit. Not a lot of great places out of the way to put a camera. Not like we're gonna put it on the banister there, because that's a risky little game I'm not ready to play. I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah.
This has maybe never happened, or it rarely happens. Let's see if I can keep the streak alive.
Okay.
Got this.
Ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's not still alive.
I kind of thought that because I'd thrown scissors the last 2 times that you would throw rock, so that I was going paper to like.
All right, so entrees. There are thankfully a plethora of really good options along the Monorail Resort loop. We could go to Gasparilla Island Grill, which is at the Grand Floridian. They have some really good flatbreads and sandwiches. Could also go to the Contempo Cafe at the Contemporary. They have a good selection of sandwiches too. Also a pretty good burger. I am pretty bummed we already went to the Enchanted Rose over at the Grand. They have really good food, but I am feeling a burger, and there's really only one place to go for that, and that's Steakhouse 71 at the lounge. All right, we are waiting for the resort monorail. You see that there are 2 monorail tracks here. One is for the Express monorail, which takes you from the TTC, or Transportation and Ticket Center, which is effectively the Magic Kingdom parking lot, to the front of the Magic Kingdom. That is the direct monorail. We also have the resort monorail here, which here from the Polynesian will take you to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, then to the entrance of the Magic Kingdom, from there to the Contemporary Resort, and then from there to the Transportation and Ticket Center, and then back here to the Polynesian Resort. And easy access to the monorail is why these Magic Kingdom Resort hotels are so sought after and so expensive.
Welcome into Disney's Contemporary Resort, another opening day resort. This is the one that looks like a big toaster and is the closest you can get to the Magic Kingdom. We actually recently did a staycation here in the newly themed Incredibles rooms. Very fun. Now note, when you come in off the monorail, you're going to enter on floor 4, which is the main concourse with the huge Mary Blair tile mosaic, Chef Mickey's, Outer Rim, Contempo Cafe. But we are going down to the first floor because that's where Steakhouse 71 is located.
And we, of course, are headed to Steakhouse 71's lounge. Now, Steakhouse 71, the restaurant, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The lounge is typically open from noon until 11 p.m. at night and has a variety of signature cocktails as well as a limited menu, which includes my personal favorite burger and, in my opinion, the best burger on property, the Steakhouse 71 burger. And as great as that burger is, the actual best thing about the Steakhouse 71 lounge is that it does not require a reservation. Now, I know we did not choose the Steakhouse 71 lounge for drinks, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention that they do have an excellent selection of specialty cocktails, a great Boulevardier. In fact, I know the Boulevardier that we had at the Grand Floridian was very good at the Enchanted Rose. However, I would still recommend getting the Cocoa Boulevardier here. I think this is my favorite, as well as the French 71 and the Twisted Fig, which is made with scotch. Now, one of Walt Disney's favorite drinks was a Scotch Mist, and that's a very simple drink. It's scotch prepared with a bit of zested lemon. This is a nice homage to that drink. Also, we just asked and confirmed that here at the lounge, the bar menu was expanded to include their French onion soup and the fork and knife Caesar salad, and they've also changed their wings. You might recall we tried the peanut butter and jelly wings quite some time ago here at the lounge, but they are now Chipotle honey barbecue wings. And spoiler alert, we're gonna try those. All right, our smorgasbord has arrived. And of course, we have picked up the Steakhouse 71 Stack Burger. This burger has a signature beef blend, pork belly, American cheese, lemon aioli, red onion, house-made pickles, all on a brioche bun. And as a pro tip, you can ask for that spicy ranch that comes on the side of the onion rings, because it's great to dip your fries into, and to dip your burger into, and to really dip anything into because it's just delicious. It's also vegan. We also picked up the fork and knife Caesar salad. This is a classic Caesar salad, just in wedge form, as well as the Chipotle honey wings, to of course compare them to the peanut butter and jelly wings. I'm so excited. First up, we're gonna try the wings. I remember enjoying the peanut butter and jelly wings and being pretty surprised by that, if I recall. Oh, very strong smoky smell of Chipotle. Finished as a little sweet. I'm excited. These are saucy. Ooh. All right, let's talk about the wing first, then I'm gonna take another bite for the sauce. Cooked really well. Crispy on the exterior, very, very moist on the interior. These had to have been brined. They're just lightly salty. Not super salty, but just lightly salty to let you know it's been in a brine. There is some heat to this. If you're spice averse, like super spice averse, this might not be for you because Chipotles are just smoked and marinated jalapeno peppers. There is a deep smokiness to this that starts out pretty smoky and sweet and then ends with a little bit of burn on the back of the throat. This is really good.
Are they better or worse than the PB&J wings?
These are a really well done, elevated classic wing. Yeah, these are a hit.
All right, and true to its name, I'm using a fork and knife to eat this Caesar salad. Now, I love Caesar salad. It's weirdly maybe one of my favorite foods. I eat it a lot. It's a simple, delicious treat. And when you get a good Caesar salad, it's hard to beat, you know? This one is hard to eat also.
Nobody saw that, it's fine.
First of all, it's nice and crisp. The lettuce is fresh. It's got a good crunch to it. I love how much Parmesan cheese is on here. The dressing tastes homemade, so it's kind of zippy and tangy, but not too acidic at the same time, which sometimes Caesar dressing can be. I don't personally mind that it's wedge style. I think that makes it a little bit different. The thing I don't love is there's not enough of the dressing with the big wedges, so some pieces towards the bottom are a little dressingless, so less flavorful. I also wish there were more croutons, because I love croutons. Yeah, you know, we're just sitting at, you know, just trying to keep it real.
Yeah.
Can't always find the flattering angle, so cheers.
Cheers. The brioche bun, light, buttery, perfectly toasted.
I love the light sweetness from the lemon aioli. Every time I eat this burger, it's perfect, and I keep thinking it can't be as good as I remember, and every time it is. Perhaps the best thing about this burger is that you can get it by walking here from the Magic Kingdom. Often people say, hey, where should we eat in the Magic Kingdom? And I joke, but I'm not joking, that you should leave and come here, and this is why.
It just all works together so well.
Mm-hmm. And I should note, they do have an Impossible version of it. You can do it fully vegan, or you can do Impossible patties with the cheese and everything. So if you're a plant-based eater, you too can delight in this. And I have plant-based eater friends who say it also is delicious. So something for everything.
All right, this isn't the worst angle.
But it is bad lighting again.
Oh, God, we are really firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, it's just, you know, trying not to be in people's way. These
Yeah.
are nice resorts.
Yeah.
People are having a nice vacation. They don't need us playing rock, paper, scissors in their way. So, you know, I would rather have bad lighting than be a problem.
Or a great angle of my chin.
Yeah, plural. All right, here's the important thing though. I have dessert in my brain that I would like it to go from my brain into my mouth. So, hand, we still have the winning record today. I need you to work.
Oh my. Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boop. I'm gonna pick dessert. Gotta be honest, didn't feel like luck was on my side today, so I'm a bit flummoxed as to where we're going to go for dessert. But we do have options. Once again, at Gasparilla Island Grill at the Grand Floridian, they have a great bakery case, so if we wanted a baked good, also here at the Katipo Cafe, good bakery case. Also has an additional prototype in BVG, Buena Vista Gifts, the gift shop. They also have like caramel apples and things in their case. We could also go to Pineapple One Eye, get a Dole Whip over at the Polynesian. But what I want from the Polynesian, now that I think about it, is bread pudding. Yeah, we're gonna go to Tambu Lounge.
Psst, guys, don't tell Alan. That's what I wanted to get. I willed it to him with my mind. Or he also has good taste in dessert. But don't tell. I'm very excited.
I'd be more excited if I won. Because really, I wanted to win. Not only did I want to be the one to pick the bread pudding, but I wanted to say, Tambuya. I won. Tambuya.
Tambuya.
Got it.
Once more, we find ourselves back at Disney's Polynesian Resort, headed to Tambu Lounge, which is the lounge outside of Ohana. Here you can find a number of specialty tropical beverages, a limited menu, as well as some off-menu items from Ohana itself. As a fun little addition, we have found that they have added here at Tambu Lounge some of the items from Ohana on their Lounge Bites menu that weren't there before, like the honey coriander chicken wings, which are the wings from Ohana, as well as the pot stickers and the Ohana noodles. You will notice that the bread pudding is still not listed here, but you can order it, and we have. And I'm excited to have that in my belly.
Here she is in all of her glory. My favorite dessert in Walt Disney World, the Ohana bread pudding. So this is a pineapple bread pudding served a la mode with vanilla bean ice cream and then a house-made caramel sauce you pour on top. It is so scrumptious. I cannot wait. Alan, would you do the sauce pouring honors? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is ooey gooey perfection right there. It's so dreamy. Warm bread pudding with chunks of pineapple in it. Not too sweet, but then you've got the nice sweet caramel sauce on it that on its own would be too sickly sweet for me, but it's balanced out perfectly with the cake. And then you've got the cool vanilla bean ice cream kind of just cutting through and marrying everything all together. This dessert is perfect. No notes. Amazing. I am so full of deliciousness and happiness.
Same.
But yet I still have a hunger, Alan. I have a hunger to win this game. It's all tied up.
I got a fever for more cowbell.
You attend to your fever for more cowbell. I think you should go take care of that.
Fever.
I will attend to my hunger for winning this game. Final round. Tied up.
Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, a game is the foot. Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk to you again.
And the path is slowly creeping.
Okay, the good news for us is that there are a ton of great drink options on the Monorail Resort loop. The bad news is we've eliminated nearly all of them. Enchanted Rose, Tambu Lounge, Steakhouse 71 Lounge. Those are my main three. They're all gone. I guess we could go to any of the resort pool bars if we wanted to. But I'm feeling lucky. I think we can get into Trader Sam's.
I can't get a Trader Sam's.
We could not get into Trader Sam's. Tiki Terrace? Hey, it was worth a shot. Trader Sam's Grotto is a incredibly themed lounge that has a lot of references and nods to the Jungle Cruise, and there are bartenders there that when you order certain drinks, things happen, and it is very popular, sometimes getting waits up to 2 or 3 hours, like it has today. But there is always the Tiki Terrace. This is a lounge on the outside here of the Polynesian that serves the same drinks that you can find inside Trader Sam's, just without the hijinks that you'll get inside. Alrighty, our drinks have arrived. I have picked up the Spiced Island, which is Knob Creek Disney Select Single Barrel Reserve Bourbon, St. Elizabeth Allspice Drum, Orgeat, which is side of an almond liqueur, and pineapple juice. And Molly, what did you get?
I got the Shipwreck on the Rocks, which is not actually on the menu here at the Florida Trader Sam's. This is on the menu at the Disneyland, the OG Trader Sam's, but it's a secret menu option here if you want to order it. It is Maker's Mark Bourbon with agave nectar and muddled lemon and mint. And I'm very excited. This is my favorite drink out there. So I'm hoping this is as good as I remember and it matches the vibe, but isn't too sweet. It's so delicious. It's so refreshing because that lemon and the mint. It's not super strong. I can't taste a ton of the bourbon, which is either means there's not a ton in there or that's dangerous. But this is a nice, refreshing, light, waterside outdoor cocktail for someone that likes bourbon.
I had very much the same hopes for this beverage as well, for the Spiced Island. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stir here to get all the things mixed about. Cheers. Ooh. Wow. Okay. The first thing you taste is the bourbon. So that's gonna have a little bit of that sort of sweeter, smokier flavor, followed immediately by allspice. You get a little bit of the pineapple on the back end, which reminds you that this is a tropical drink. I think if you're looking for a bourbon beverage that is more traditionally tropical, this is one of them. Even if you're not a bourbon fan, I think this is a fine tropical drink if you're a fan of tropical drinks to pick up, that you don't want to be sickly sweet. This one's sweet, but not going to be cloying. Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of Winner
Alan
Picks
Picks
Dinner. You had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie.
One of these days, I'll win one of these.
You have before. Animal Kingdom.
So long ago, it's but a mere faded memory now in my mind.
Memories. They're there.
Thanks.
They're there.
What was your favorite thing we ate? This was a good one.
This was a good
There are
one.
some fan faves along the monorail.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like saying the Steakhouse 71 stack burger is kind of a
Yeah.
cop-out.
No, because it's delicious.
It's incredible. I think that's like an easy number one. So to be a little bit different, I'm going to say the wings. The Chipotle honey wings.
Those were very good.
They were very good. They were a surprise. The only thing that I wish that I had was like a ranch dipping sauce.
Yeah.
So maybe buy an extra spicy ranch on the side for those wings.
Steakhouse 71 is an easy choice. I
Yeah.
love that burger, one of my favorite places. But
For you?
I'm now torn between Enchanted Rose, one of the best lounges on property in my opinion. I love those cocktails, or the bread pudding here at Ohana. It's a lot of good food to be had on the monorail, whether you're playing a game around it or doing a monorail crawl. Highly recommend checking out these resorts.
Absolutely. Let us know what we should play next time for our next edition of Winner Picks Dinner. Until then, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and if you'd like to join with the Man Fam in the conversation about this or any of our other videos, please join us on Discord. The links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been delicious.
It has been delicious.
Bye.
Bye.